Hello, our dear students. I am Teacher Maricel, your Math 10 teacher. Welcome to our segment, Math Dali for Grade 10. Today, we are going to talk about nth term of an arithmetic sequence. But before we talk about the nth term of an arithmetic sequence, let us recall what an arithmetic sequence is. Remember, it is a type of a linear sequence where the pattern is adding a constant number. Let's consider an example. -3, 0, 3, 6, 9, and so on. How are you going to know that this is an arithmetic sequence? You check on the pattern. What is the pattern of this sequence? Correct. We are adding 3. So -3 plus 3, we are going to get 0. Do the same with the next term. 0 plus 3 equals 3. That is the next term. 3 plus 3 is 6. Plus 3 is 9. So if you notice, we are adding a constant number. That's why we consider this an arithmetic sequence. This constant number is what we call the common difference. Again, what is this? It is a common difference. Second example. 6, 4, 2, 0, -2, and so on. What is the pattern for this? Yes, we are adding -2 or we are subtracting -2. So 6 minus 2 is 4. 4 minus 2 is 2. 2 minus 0, 2 minus 2 is 0. 0 minus 2 is -2. And how do we call this one again? The constant number? The common difference. So that is all about arithmetic sequence. Now let us proceed to the nth term. What is the nth term of an arithmetic sequence from your module? Yes, it's given by the formula a sub n is equal to a sub 1 plus the quantity n minus 1 times d, where a sub n stands for the last term of the sequence. A sub 1 is the first term, n is the number of terms, 1 is constant, and then d is the common difference. So how are we going to use this one? Say, from this sequence, you are asked to find for the 20th term. How are you going to find for it? Are you going to list all the numbers until you reach the 20th term? Yes, you may do that. However, that would be tiring. One way to find for it easily is using this formula. Let's check it out. Say we're going to find for, again, the 20th term, which is represented by a sub 20. What is our a sub 1 from this sequence? It is -3. What is our n? It's 20. So n is equal to 20, and the common difference is, again, 3. What are you going to do next? Substitute in the nth term of the arithmetic sequence. So our a sub n is a sub 20 is equal to a sub 1, the first term, -3, plus n is 20 minus 1 times the common difference, which is 3. Simplify. Negative 3 plus the difference of 20 and 1 is 19 times 3. Take note, you will multiply first before you're going to add your order of operations. Negative 3 plus, what is the product of 19 and 3? This is 27, carry over 2. So 3 times 1, that's 3, plus 2, that is 57, plus negative 3, that is 54. That is A sub 20. That is the 20th term of this sequence. If you want to check, we can keep on adding 3 to 9 until we reach A sub 20. Do you want to try? Let's try. So this is our first, second, third, fourth, fifth. So we need more 15 terms. So 9 plus 3, that would be 12, plus 3 is 15, plus 3, 18, plus 3 is 21, plus 3, that would be 24, plus 3, 27, plus 3, that would be 30, plus 3 is 33, and then 36, 39, 42, 45, 48, 51, and then we have here 54. Let us check if this is the 20th term. First, second, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. See? It's Math Dali. That is for our example number 1. Example number 2. We are given A sub 1 as negative 1, A sub 8, 27, D, or common difference, is unknown. How are we going to find for it? Again, we will apply the nth term of an arithmetic sequence. So first, let us try to illustrate here our sequence. So this is our A sub 1, A sub 2, A sub 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. This is given negative 1, and then A sub 8 is also known, and that is 27. What we are looking for is the constant number that we are adding to the previous term to get the next term. Would you like to guess? You may do that one. But for me, I prefer to use the formula. So again, what's the formula? Yes, it is A sub n is equal to A sub 1 plus the quantity n minus 1 times d. We will just substitute again the given. What is our A sub n, or our last term? It is 27. So 27 is equal to the first term, which is negative 1 plus n. What is our n? Or the number of terms we are considering? It's 8 minus 1 times d, which is unknown, so we leave it as is, d. We simplify. 27 is equal to negative 1 plus, we simplify first the 1, the terms or the values within the grouping symbols. So 8 minus 1 is 7 times d, resulting to 7d. Correct? Combine similar terms. We're going to transpose negative 1, so it will become 27 plus 1 is equal to 7d. That will be 28 is equal to 7d. We're looking for d alone. How are we going to get rid of 7? Divide both sides by 7. So 28 divided by 7, that is 4. Therefore, that is the value of d, or the common difference. Let's try to check. If we're going to add 4 consistently here, we must reach 27. So negative 1 plus 4, that is 3, plus 4, 7, plus 4, 11, plus 4 again, 15, plus 4, 19, plus 4, 23, plus 4, it's 27. So, that is an example number 2. Again, it's Math Dali. Example number 3. We are given a sub 1 is equal to 4, d is equal to 9, a sub n is equal to 184, and the unknown is n. If we're going to recall, example number 1, we looked for a sub n. Example number 2, we looked for the value of d or the common difference. This time, we are looking for n. So how are we going to do it? The same. We are going to use the nth term of an arithmetic sequence. What is that again? It's a sub n is equal to a sub 1 plus the quantity n minus 1 times d. And again, you will just substitute. What is our a sub n? 184 is equal to a sub 1 will be replaced with 4 plus, what is our n? Unknown, so as is. N minus 1 times, what is the common difference? It's 9. How are we going to isolate n? First, try to observe the equation. What are the similar terms you can combine? 184 and 4. So, we're going to transpose 4 to the other side of the equation. So, 184 minus 4 is equal to the quantity n minus 1 times 9. What is the difference? 180 is equal to the quantity n minus 1 times 9. Take note, our goal is to look for n. How can we isolate n? I'm sure some of you will say, distribute 9 to n and to negative 1. Yes, you may do that one. But for me, I would prefer to divide both sides of the equation by 9. Since the operation between these two is multiplication. So what will happen? 9 and 9, that one would cancel out. 180 over 9, that is 20, is equal to what remains on the right side of the equation? N minus 1. Combine like terms, that will be 20. What would be the operation? Plus 1 is equal to n. And that is 21. The value of n is 21. What does this mean? Our 21st term, or a sub 21, is 184. To verify, I will leave that to you. You may use your calculator. So that's for example number 3. Is it Math Dali? Yes, it's Math Dali. Example number 4. Our final example for this segment. We are given a sub 4 is equal to 10, a sub 11 is equal to 45, and we are asked to find for a sub 1. For us to be able to understand clearly this item, let's try to illustrate. So we'll have here a sub 1, a sub 2, a sub 3, a sub 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. This is our a sub 1, a sub 2, a sub 3, a sub 4, a sub 5, a sub 6, a sub 7, a sub 8, a sub 9 or the 9th term, a sub 10, and a sub 11. Given is a sub 4, and that is 10. A sub 11 is 45. We are asked to find for a sub 1. How are we going to do that one? We are going to use again the nth term of an arithmetic sequence, which is a sub n is equal to a sub 1 plus the quantity n minus 1 times d. But what is our last term and what is our first term? What is the common difference? So, we're going to consider only this part of this sequence. So, we're going to remove this part. This one will be taken as one sequence. So, a sub 4 will serve as a sub 1. A sub 11 will serve as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A sub 8. We're going to use this part of this sequence to find for D. Because it would be difficult for us if there are a lot of unknowns in one equation. So our A sub n will be A sub 8, which is 45, is equal to A sub 1, which is 10, plus 8 minus 1 times D, which is unknown, the common difference. That is what we're going to find first. Simplify. This one will become 45 is equal to 10 plus 7D. Combine similar terms. This one will become 45 minus 10 is equal to 7D. That will be 35 is equal to 7D. We need D alone, so divide both sides of the equation by 7, giving us now an answer of 5, which is the value of D or the common difference. But this is not the one we are looking for. Remember, we are looking for A sub 1. So D is the common difference. How are we going to find for A sub 1? We can either use again the nth term, or we can already add we're going now to use the common difference. How is that? I will show you first using the common difference without using the nth term. We can do listing. Remember, this common difference is the number we are adding to get the next term. So for us to get A sub 5, we will add 5 to 10. And that will be 15. But our goal is to find for A sub 1. So what must be the number here? In such a way that when you add 5 to it, it will give you 10. That is 5. So 5 plus 5, 10. Next one, to get A sub 2. What number will you add to 5 to get 5? Or blank plus 5 is equal to 5. That is 0. Then, to find for A sub 1, you do the same. Blank plus 5 is equal to 0. That is negative 5. So our A sub 1 is negative 5. That's one way of finding for A sub 1. Another is to make use of the nth term. So that will be A sub n is equal to A sub 1 plus the quantity n minus 1 times d. So what is our last term? We can either use A sub 4 or A sub 8. Let's make use of A sub 11, I should say. Let's make use of A sub 11. So that will be 45 is equal to A sub 1, which is unknown, plus our n is 11, minus 1 times, what is D? The computed value, it is 5. We simplify now. 45 is equal to A sub 1 plus 11 minus 1, that is 10 times 5. And then we simplify again further. Simplify. 45 is equal to a sub 1 plus the product of 10 and 5, that is 50. We are looking for a sub 1 only. So we need to isolate it. Transpose 50, that will become 45 minus 50 is equal to a sub 1, giving us now an answer of negative 5. This is the value of the first term. We arrive with the same value. Indeed, it is Math Dali. So that's all for our lesson. I hope you learned something from our segment Math Dali for grade 10.